Smizzy.
This is Control. I need a unit for
The usual suspects.
Pigeons, 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 pigeons of New York. 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 We be flocking to the coop, yeah, that's home in New York. Blockchain, what you thought? We them pigeons of New York. Counting crumbles on the stoop, we be fly in New York. And it's DJ Smizzy Pockets, I'm that guy in New York. I'm with a meta vixen when I'm shopping in New York. She's a poisonous, pin up everything she want, I bought. Phase 1 pigeon, I was so glad to meet her. I swear by phase 6, oh God, I'm a breeder. Catch me in the meta, birds of a feather. Yeah, we flock together all day. I said, shout the Uzi Pezza, it don't matter the weather. Salute the homie Jimmy, that's Broadway. We them pigeons, 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 pigeons of New York. Pigeons, 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 pigeons of New York. Pigeons, 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 pigeons of New York. Pigeons, 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 pigeons of New York.
Alright guys, so let's see how this is working. So guys, just know for a fact, we're just going to talk a little bit about our story, and we're gonna have fun with it. So is New York in the building? Let's go! Let's go! I know we have Burbank, California here as well. Okay? I know we have New Orleans in the building. I know we have Florida in the building. So we have quite a few people in here. This is very important. This to us is like a social experiment, more so than anything else. So I need you guys to tag Pigeons of Vegas because once this event is done, we want to make sure to capture all of these photos, all of these videos, and put it all together for everybody. So make sure that you're tagging Pigeons in Vegas. All right?
Pigeons in Vegas, ayo.
Hey, what's up? Hey, listen, we need your energy in here too. Okay? So we're gonna take it from a 10 to 11, baby. So let's do this. Are we working?
Let us just click over for you.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Makes it a lot more simple. So when Ian was up here, he also did something very cool. I need to add a QR code to this. Okay? So if you guys are here, please take a picture of that. Please follow us on all the social media networks. It's very important because we're trying to get the word out there and we can't do it alone. Alright? Let's take it to the next one. So guys, right here, I have a very special video for everybody from my friend. Can you please turn that up, guys?
I want to congratulate Jim and Marcus on the Pigeons of New York NFT project. For those of you who don't know, they basically caricatures personalities and people of New York. And you're doing a great job. Good luck in Vegas. And when you're here in New York for the big show, look me up. I'm the big cowboy. Thank you, man. So anyway, congratulations are in order. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. From all of us. Pigeons of New York. Is that what they do? Something like that. Good luck, guys.
I love it, I love it, I love it. So the Naked Cowboy is a good friend of mine, so we managed to get this video together. And I want to put this out there before we get into anything. I'm going to share a lot today that I've never shared before. I'm going to share a lot that I've never shared before. So I need you guys to just vibe with me. Let's have a good time. Let's go on this journey. Because as you all know, the topic today is the art of storytelling. So that's exactly what we wanted to do, is tell a story. And as you know, if you're from New York, every story starts off with, well, Buster, let me tell you. Okay? Or check this out. So we're gonna kick it off like this. You see that bird up there? That's actually the first pigeon ever made. I was working on this back in maybe October, November of 2021. And I was watching The Simpsons, and something told me, like, you know what? I want to put together my own project. I've been doing a lot of research in the NFT space for quite some time now, and I think it's time for me to actually try my hand in it. I did a lot of research, I felt good about it, and just like everybody else here, I was also inspired by Bored Apes. But like Bored Apes, I think the one thing that we wanted to take away from it is that we wanted to become a lifestyle brand. And we were very specific about that. In addition to that, prior to me actually coming up with this design, this time last year I was actually dealing with some mental health. I was in the hospital dealing with one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. I suffer from depression, I suffer from anxiety, and sometimes it's just too much. And I need to preface that as we continue telling the story. So when I actually created this picture right here, I knew for a fact that this was it. I've been following the projects for quite some time, and everybody was doing apes, everybody was doing monkeys, everybody was doing something similar. And I wanted to do something completely different from what everybody else was doing. Can we go to the next slide? So as you can see here, guys, some of the things that you see on this slide right here are things that inspired me when I created this collection. Humans of New York is actually an Instagram page that I've been following for years now, years. And it's a book and an Instagram page based off people who are in New York City telling their stories of their day. They may be having a good day, they may be having a bad day, but they're telling their stories. And that resonated with me. New York City, something that I can talk about. Loudmouth just spoke to that too, right? Like, if you are going to decide to put together a project, do something that you're familiar with. Do something that you're comfortable speaking on. You know why? Because it'll be that much natural when you're up here talking about it. As you guys can see, we also have the New York Coffee Cup. We have the Crypto Punch. We got Bored Apes up there. I have my son. My son's name is Ace. He's never been to New York City yet. Born in Arizona, because that's where I live right now. I haven't been to New York in the last 3-4 years now. So even that became part of the story. The Simpsons, the reason why I use that 1980s picture for my inspiration was because that is my inspiration. And what I mean by that is, I didn't want to wait until I had $10,000 to come up with some sort of 3D program and, do the generative art and then launch a project. I wasn't trying to do all that. I was trying to start it right away. So based off the research that I did, I knew that I was able to put together a project with little to no gas fees. And that's what I decided to do with Pigeons of New York. Let's go ahead and click the next slide. Can you click it again? Hey, there they are. There they are. So that's phase 1 right there, guys. Who here has a phase 1 pigeon or is familiar with it? Have you seen the pictures before? Yeah, let me get a ear. So guys, right here, phase 1 Pigeons of New York, okay guys? All the pigeons are based off of New York characters or people that I grew up with as well, right? So as you can see, we got the Guardian Angels up there. We got our Wu-Weir pigeon. We got our Harlem Globetrotters. We also have our USPS pigeon, always dropping mail off, as you know. And then the pigeon in the middle, that's actually pigeon number 1. That's my pigeon. That's the one that you guys had the opportunity to see. What's up, man? Love your jacket. So phase 1 was a really, really fun collection because it was our first collection. And what we actually did was, it wasn't like we minted 10,000 of these. No, we dropped 20 of these every other week from the last week of December through April, every other week. And anybody in here that was purchasing pigeons at that time can tell you what chaos came along with purchasing a pigeon. On a Friday night, right, Mark? Yes, sir. Every Friday, 8 p.m., yep. Every other day, every other week, we would drop pigeons and people would go crazy. So my thought was, if people are going crazy over these pigeons right here, we need to build a business model out of this. Let's go ahead and click on to the next slide. So, out the gate, I said, Mark, you know what we're going to do? We're going to start sending out shirts to everybody. We're going to send shirts out to the first 50 people. I don't care. That's what we're doing. And Mark was like, all right, that's what we're going to do. But then we made our first mistake, right? We said that we would give out shirts to the first 50 people, not the first 50 wallets. So then we have people with 3-4 pigeons that are calling me like, hey, Jim, I need my shirt, I need my shirt. But that was our first lesson learned. And it was important for us to fail forward with everything that we were doing in order to learn what we need to do. So as you can see, the merch was amazing. This was like our core t-shirt that we sent out to people. And like I said, the first 50 owners all received this particular shirt right here. Our merch store has grown exponentially since then. Let's go ahead and click that next slide. We have a video game also. If you guys have an iPhone, go to your iPhone right now. Download Pigeons of New York, the video game. Okay? Pigeons of New York, the video game. When I first came into the space, I think what really motivated me to be so utility heavy was the fact that Bored Apes and CryptoPunks and all these other projects were doing so many cool things. We just wanted to do the same thing. So we decided to come up with a game. And once again, when you play this game, please keep in mind the 1980s Simpsons. And what I mean by that is that everything that you see here is going to eventually evolve. So you just got to give it time, because we're not going to stop doing what we're doing. Go ahead and click to the next slide. Pigeons of New York comic strip. So this right here was actually inspired by Calvin and Hobbes, Charlie Brown, the Sunday, comics. You're shaking your head, you know exactly what I mean. Everything with Pigeons of New York is nostalgic. Everything with Pigeons of New York is an experience. This comic strip right here is something that we drop periodically, and we're always looking for other projects to partner with to put into the comic strip as well. So if you guys are interested in partaking in that, please reach out to us, Pigeons of New York, _NFT on Twitter. Reach out to us and let us know, because we would love to feature you guys in our comic strip as well. Like I said, everything nostalgic. Let's go ahead and go ahead to the next slide. So, we did something with our collection as well that was really, really, really special. We decided to release a special NFT with 100 minted NFTs. And in addition to that, we wanted to do something with the charity program. So we partnered with Mr. Stevie Johnson right here from the Buffalo Bills. Everybody give a round of applause to Stevie Johnson, NFL player in the building, in the NFT space with us. Pigeons of New York, brought him here. He's here with us. He's rocking out right now. He actually has his own NFT with Pigeons of New York. That NFT, when we sold it to our community and to members, 50% of the revenue actually went to feeding the homeless in Buffalo, New York. That nonprofit right there was specifically chosen by Stevie Johnson. It's a nonprofit organization that he works with himself. Okay? So everything we made, we break bread, we sent it back out to the nonprofit, we're feeding the homeless. And check it out, we're just simply following the protocol, because we're getting into this space. I'm thinking everybody else is doing this, so I'm just playing catch up. That's what I thought. Let's go ahead to the next slide. So as you can see, we had this amazing partnership with my boy Stevie. He sent us about 7 signed NFL jerseys with Pigeons of New York written all over it. He sent us cards. Him and I also designed this shirt that you see up here. Everything that we're doing is based off of what I thought an NFT project was. Every single thing. So we're doing it for the community. We're doing it for you. Me and Stevie partner so that we can give you guys all of this stuff that you see on the screen right now. And that's only phase 1 of our project. And we figured that out within the first 3-4 months. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So go ahead, this is the accomplishment. Sold out of phase 1, generated over 20 ETH, 100% completed the roadmap, partnership with my boy Stevie, multiple NFT influencers, own Pigeons, including Styles P, Chantel Lane, Sammy Arriaga, he's in the building somewhere, Violetta, and others. I recruited and managed an entire team of 10 plus people, created an online marketplace for Pony, minted charity driven NFT alongside Stevie and 100% Doc's team. Once again, we're doing this because we want to make sure that you guys know who you're dealing with. We want to make sure you guys know who you're investing your money into. Because if you don't know who you're investing your money into, that means you can't trust us. And we want you guys to trust us with everything that we're doing. Everything. So we put everything out to the public. If we're winning, we let them know. If we're failing, we let them know. But communication is always key with everything that we do. So us being able to accomplish this within the first 5-6 months of the year, I didn't think it was going to happen. But it happened. It happened. In addition to that, everything that we're doing with Pigeons of New York is symbolic to New York City. The first phase, 212. Who's here from New York City? What's 212? Manhattan area code. Phase 2, 347. Bronx area code. Phase 3, which we're dropping actually in September, 516, Long Island area code. We're dropping 516 pigeons into the space. After 516, what comes after that? 646?
Give me 914.
Ooh, you know you're the third person to say that.
Don't get me wide open. You got D-Block up there.
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do it. So then after 646, we're dropping 718. 718 is going to be an all 3D collection. It's going to be beautiful. I kid you not. And then after 718, we're going to drop our 10,000 generative art project. 10460. That's my zip code in the Bronx, baby. So we're gonna make sure we keep this shit symbolic to New York City, from beginning to end. Not just with how we're dropping it, but also the grind and hustle. Everything is New York. Everything we're doing. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So as you guys can see, I'm not sure if some of you are familiar, Skirby was actually one of our first biggest collabs. Then after that, Mr. Stevie Johnson, he actually designed that himself. He told me, hey Jim, I want the Joker smile, because if you guys know, Stevie Johnson's motto is, why so serious? So it was only right to throw that in there. Chantel Lane, she's actually from Barbados, R&B singer, Grammy nominated, an actress, and so on and so forth. I was actually in Barbados 2 weeks ago, hanging with her, just to hand deliver the hat. If I mess with you, and you tell me you got a project going on, and I'm in your city, I'm gonna check you. And we're gonna see what's up. I'm gonna tell you something. Chantel, you know what she said to me? She said, Jim, we're having an amazing project here in Barbados from October 9th to the 12th. 3-day NFT conference, crypto and everything. She's putting this together by herself in Barbados. Why am I sharing this with you guys? Because if this is a true NFT space as we say it is, then we need to support her. We need to support her. That's just the game. That's how this whole thing is played out. Let's go ahead to the next slide. Phase 2. So listen, I'll be very honest with you guys. Phase 2. This is like my first try at generative art. This is like the Air Jordan 2 of Pigeons of New York. You know, this is like the Air Jordan 19 of Pigeons of New York. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all that. But I mean, eventually, hopefully in the future, they're so ugly that maybe they become great, right? So this project was actually very different. It took me about a month and a half because the art was it's laid out different. I had to work with a smart contract developer. There was a lot of learnings. But this project right here, the great thing about it was, let's go to the next slide. In regards to education, one thing that we wanted to continue to do with our group was to continue to teach them more about Web3. So one thing that we noticed was that our group wasn't really too familiar with traits. They weren't too familiar with how to locate rarities and so on and so forth. So we wanted to have this phase specifically focused on traits, and then we were offering them also raffles when you own a pigeon of that trait. So I think this one is one of my favorite traits, and Mark, we haven't had a chance to do this one yet. The bodega background will unlock the shopping spree in a bodega. Yep. Raffle entries. You automatically will be entered into a raffle to partake in a 60-second bodega shopping spree. John, we doing it, baby. I don't know how, but we're gonna do it. So listen, if you guys know anybody in New York City that owns a bodega, please connect me with them, because I would love to do something really cool with them. And then last but not least, as you see here, Bronx Zoo background will unlock the family life raffle. So with that one, you'll be able to have tickets to the local zoo and other family activities. We have about 6, 7 different backgrounds. Every different background has different raffles that you can earn. That's how we began to teach our community about traits. Let's go to the next one. In addition to that, we also had special one-of-ones within phase 2. If you purchased, or if you got lucky with one of these one-of-ones, you may win, as you can see, the gold face pigeon grants you whitelist. The what am I doing here pigeon grants you basically a copycat benefits to any other future collection that's coming out. So just know for a fact, a lot of time went into building this collection out, but something else also happened: the bear market. Who in here experienced the bear market? Yeah, big time. So did I. So did I, and it was not easy. Let's go ahead and click to the next slide. So one thing that we decided to do during the bear market was expand our story. So as I was sitting around trying to figure out how to sell it, I thought to myself, let's just take the time out to expand the story. So just like Bored Apes has their serum to mutate their apes, we actually have expired breadcrumbs. Right? You like that? So these expired breadcrumbs, when you purchase the crumbles, and then you match the crumbles with your phase 2 or phase 1 pigeon, you'll be able to mutate it to get your phase 3 mutant pigeon. So we actually just sold out of crumbles, 2 nights ago? So we're 100% sold out of that. So 40 people are going to be able to take full advantage of that. But this was something that we wanted to do to really expand on our story. Can you go ahead and press the play button for me? So that's the actual NFT when you purchase it. Okay, so it's an animated NFT, something else that we wanted to do that everybody else was doing, you know? So like I said, we're just playing catch up with you guys. So this animated NFT, we actually released it as crumbles. Can you go to the next slide? We released it as crumbles, and just sold out of it 2 days ago. Really excited about it. And that's everything that you need to know about crumbles right there for you guys. Like I said, you may catch some on the second sale market. If not, phase 3 pigeons will be releasing in September. So you'll get the opportunity to also own your own mutant pigeon. In addition to that, with crumbles, anybody that purchased, you're going to get a crumbles collectible box with some merch in it. You're going to get some crumbles stickers. You're going to get the whole crumbles care package. Okay? Like I said, we want to do this very special. Details mean everything to us. So if you purchase crumbles and you're in this building, just know for a fact you're going to get a care package with nothing but crumbles merch. Okay? Let's go ahead and go to the next slide, guys. So this was some of the advertisement that we did for crumbles, something that we released during the drop. So if you purchase a phase 2 pigeon and it had crumbles in the picture, as an Easter egg, you're going to receive a free crumbles airdrop. We also have the Crumbles comic book as well, the story that tells a little bit about how the crumbles got mutated. We also have trading cards that we're doing right now on Polygon as well. There's no real purpose for them, they're just trading cards. Where did the inspiration come from? Pokemon. Pokemon trading cards inspired the Pigeons of NY trading cards as well. So when you purchase the crumbles, you'll be able to own the crumbles and tinted crumbles trading cards, guys. Let's go to the next slide. So here we go, phase 3. So this is the phase that I'm waiting for and I'm really excited about for a few reasons. First reason, because me and my original artists are going to actually work on this phase. So I'm really excited about that. It's still going to be gen art, but being that I learned so much during the first time I did gen art, this time around I'm a little bit more versed, so this is going to be a really, really smooth project. The phase 3 pigeons also are going to have custom pigeons that are going to be airdropped to some of our special VIP owners, like Stevie. Stevie, you will be receiving your own custom mutant pigeon, okay? We're going to send a custom mutant to Sal Steve, we're going to send a custom mutant to Chantel, and then after that, we're going to start our marketing for it. This is, listen, somebody said it earlier, project management is not easy. Project management is not easy. The fact that we've been able to do this for the last 10 months, the fact that we've been able to get through a bear market, the fact that I'm here on this stage right now, guys, this is not why I started this. I kid you not. I've been telling my boy Dino all morning, like, I don't even want to do this, you know, but I'm here. I'm here, and I'm going to tell you guys why I'm here. I'm here for my community. I'm going to say that again. I'm here on behalf of my community. When my community invested into me, when my community invested into my project, when my community believed in what it was that I was doing, now was my turn to show off for them. So when you invest into Pigeons of NY, you're not just investing into the project, you're investing into my hustle. And just know for a fact, like, I'm going to push this project as far as I can. As far as I can, I promise you that. So phase 3, we're actually going to be releasing in Washington, D.C. September 30th, we're going to be having another rooftop party with NFT education, with live minting of phase 3 at the rooftop party. Wow. You're all invited. You can all come if you want. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going to be an experience because this is where Pigeons of NY is going. I love how everybody talks about, like, there's only 4%, 5%. You know what I never hear? I never hear nobody talking about who's going to focus on the other 95%. We're going to take the time out to focus on that other 95%. This event that we're doing in DC, it's not going to get captivated audience like you guys are. But we're going to make it that. What's up?
I just said we're going to make it that. That's all I said.
I love it, I love it. I love your energy, man, and that's what it's all about. You know, when you come to DC, bring that energy. When you come to New York, bring that energy. When you're in Vegas, bring that energy. What you doing tonight?
I flew out here from New York for this.
Where you from? What part of New York?
Upstate, and I was getting ready to say, you talking about you repping New York. I don't see nothing from New York upstate.
Come on, man, what you talking about?
Where's upstate?
What's your area code? Come on, you don't even know your area code.
I don't know how much I'm Googling 518.
I got you, we'll talk.
I got haters in the house.
We'll talk. Again, guys, like I said, Phase 3 is really going to be the one. Phase 3 is going to be the one. Let's go ahead and click to the next slide, guys. So Phase 3 production. So one thing I'm really having fun with Phase 3 is the merchandise. My background is in fashion, my background is in management, my background is also in retail recruiting as well. So I wanted to make sure that I partner with some great manufacturers to help us put together some really, really dope merch. I'm not sure if you guys have the opportunity to see this hat. This brand right here, Talented, is actually one of the hottest brands in New York City. They have no collabs with anybody else but us. Everybody in New York City is rocking one of our hats right now. Have you guys heard about Rucker Park? The host of Rucker Park has our hat and has been rocking it all summer. So when I tell you guys we have the brand awareness in Web 2, we got the brand awareness there, but my brand awareness and the whole reason for me being here today is because I really need to connect with you guys. Web 3, because this is where it's at. Can we, next slide, guys? So, what I really want you all to take in as we wrap up this presentation, it's all about the community at the end of the day. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much you made, doesn't matter what you got going on, doesn't matter how good or bad your project is, it's all about the community. What are you doing for the community? How are you helping the community? How are you educating the community? You know? And I think the fact that we're here at this location right now with so many individuals, like-minded individuals, it's important that you're networking with the right people. It's important that you're connecting with the right people. It's important that you're meeting the right people. And I'm gonna tell you about it, because when you leave this event, if you don't have no connections, what did you pay for? You know? So really take the time out to make these connections, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I leave here, I know who I'm connected with. Jess and John. Bobby? Yep. My man. Yes, sir. I'm connecting with J-Rab. You know? I'm connecting with anybody who wants to connect. NFT Builds, I'm connecting with you guys. We connecting. That's what we're here for. I'm here to work. I want you guys to be in that same space with me, man. Let's click the next slide. Like I said, community. Click the next slide. Community, community, community. Guys, we got plushies. All right? We got plushies. So for phase 3, guess what? You purchase 5 units or more, you get a plushie of your choice. Hats, shorts, sweats, everything, it's coming. E-commerce, I promise you. And I hope that you guys are following us as well, because all of our updates are made on our Discord. And if not in our Discord, they're more than likely are going to be made on Twitter. So make sure that you guys are following us as well. Let's click on the next slide. So, I know you guys must be standing here like, man, this guy just gave the greatest show ever. No. It's the art of storytelling. So one thing I did get a chance to do was the live giveaway. Part 2, be vulnerable and be human. It's very important when you're telling a story. It's important to be real. It's important to be as authentic as possible. Element 3, well-defined presentation message. Identify your why. What's your why? I'll tell you right now, mine is my family. Mine is my community. That's my why. Element 4, solid presentation structure. Out of the 5 most common structures and storytelling presentation, I decided to go with the classic story structure. It's just telling the story from beginning to end. Element 5, hook your audience early on. Like I say, that personal story about mental health is something that I really don't share with people, but I think it's important that when you're up here on the stage and you're talking to multiple people, you have to be able to be as, once again, authentic as possible. And I've never shared that story, but I want you all to know that NFTs are here because, for me, because it's provided me an escape as a dad, you know? I got a 2-year-old, so I was just going home, I was going to work and home, work and home, work and home. And NFTs, you know, entered into my life, and I kid you not, guys, what did I start the story with? Last year, this week, I was in the ER with one of the worst panic attacks that I've ever had. You want to know something? I have not had a panic attack since I've been working on NFTs. I kid you not. I kid you not. And I share that with you guys because I got to let you all know that you have to work through your obstacles, you have to work through your objections, whatever it is, you got to work through it. Element 6, focus on essential points in your story. Having a guideline or a list of talking points is helpful. Once again, I followed the chronological order of events from last year until now. And element 7, be genuine and authentic. That word just keeps popping up. Everything matters. Body posture, your enthusiasm, your passion. It will all show. The idea is to connect, even if it's with one person. So even if I go off the stage today, I only connected with you, my job here is done. You feel me? And I think that's the reason, that's the way that we all need to take it. Like, this isn't a waste of time. I don't care if I was only talking to 5 people right now. I would still be giving you the same energy because, like I said earlier, this is what Pigeons of New York is. It's the hustle, it's the grind, it's the bustle, it's the non-stop. That's what we are. That's what we're trying to provide for you. And the whole reason that we're here today is to do that, to bring more brand awareness to our community. So let's flip the next slide. Let's see if, right here, final words. So I really wanted to show you guys who we are at the end of the day. We're inner city kids. That's it. From the South Bronx, from New Orleans, from Orlando, from Brownsville, you feel me? From upstate New York, from Burbank, California, you feel me? But this is who we are. And one thing that we've noticed in this space is that we are the minorities in the space.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Being a woman is also.
I know. You know, and I want to make that very clear. Like, even as minorities, like, we're coming in here, we're really just trying to share our story with you. We're trying to share our culture with you. I want you guys to feel where we're coming from when you purchase these NFTs. And if you're not feeling it, then, like I said, I still got work to do. So that's the reason I wanted to share this forward with you guys, because that's it. That's who we are. That's all we got. After I leave here, if no one supports me, they will. They will. And at the end of the day, that's who I do it for. I do it for the people that support. I do it for the people that love. Like, don't spend too much time recognizing the haters. Don't spend too much time recognizing the ones that don't support you. Don't spend too much time on those people. Don't put yourself in those circumstances. And the second that you identify it, get out of here. Get out of here. Because this NFT stuff right here, like I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna drain you. It's gonna drain you. So pace yourself. Take your time with it. Okay? And just know that we're here to support you guys, just like we would love for you guys to support us. That's the reason why I came up here. Support us. Be with us. Rock with us. If you haven't heard about us, now you know. That's who we are. That's who Pigeons of New York are. I'm the Pigeons of New York. You know? Pigeons are not respected. Pigeons aren't looked down on. Pigeons are...
Shitting on.
Yes. You know? But that's us. We're always picked last. We're never looked at. We're always overlooked. That's Pigeons of New York. That's all we got. So let's go to the last slide for you guys. All right, let's break one more time. Pigeons of New York, let's go. Have a good one. So guys, once again, thank you so much. Dawn humbled. It means the world to me, like you guys have no idea. Like I said, listen, we're also doing a party tonight at the Elysian Palms Casino. If you haven't registered, please go register. Okay? We're going to have Mr. Stevie Johnson in the building. We're going to have Mr. J-Rab in the building. Bobby Cloud in the building. Rich, Rocka in the building. And can I please bring Smarts up here? So come up here, please. Come up here. I want to put this out there just very quickly. And I'm sorry, J Rab, I got to bring him up here, man. This is the only person that believed in me since day one. And I think it's very important that I highlight him right now because this would not be possible without him. It's been a teamwork since the beginning, and I think it's very, very important that I, give him the mic to share a few words because it's been me and him since day one.
Listen. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna keep it really, really quick because I can talk to y'all for 3 days. I'm a talker. So look, I just want to say, when Jim calls you, you pick up the phone because he doesn't talk to anyone on the phone. He texts. He's a full text message human being. So when he calls and the phone rings and you see his name in the phone, you pick it up and you listen to what he's got to say. He's never let me down. I will never let him down. This is it. If it's only me and him doing pictures in New York in an empty room, it's going to be me and him until it's over. And that's it. I'm his. He's my brother. We've known each other for 20 years now? Yes, and 20? Yes, sir. I got him. I got his back. That's it. Thank you. I appreciate you for recognizing me. You didn't have to. It's not, I'm here regardless. So thank y'all. I really appreciate. This is an amazing event. You guys did an amazing job. I look forward to seeing you guys at the Elysian at the Palms tonight, not the casino. I have people going into the casino. We'll be firing off the address and all the information. We start at 8 o'clock promptly. The food is being prepped. The drinks are being delivered, everything, the bartender. So if you guys can see me on the phone running back and forth, I've just been making sure that experience that you're going to have tonight is going to be for the books. I'm Mr. IRL. They call me Smarts. They started calling me Mr. IRL because I can keep talking, so you can shut up. But thank you.
So guys, like I said once again, thank you so much for everything. Please come to our party tonight if you're not doing anything. It's only from 8 to 12. And looking forward to seeing you there, brother. Everybody, thank you. Thank you.
Give it up for Jim from the Pigeons of New York. Thank you for sharing your
We be flocking to the coop, yeah, that's home in New York. Blockchain, what you thought? We them pigeons of New York. Counting crumbles on the stoop, we be fly in New York. And this DJ Smithy Pockets, I'm that guy in New York. I'm with a meta vixen when I'm shopping in New York. She's a poisonous, pin up everything she want, I bought. Phase 1 pigeon, I was so glad to meet her. I swear by phase 6, oh God, I'm a breeder. Catch me in the meta, birds of a feather. Yeah, we flock together all day. I said, shout the Uzi Pezza, it don't matter the weather. Salute the homie Jimmy, that's Broadway. We them pigeons of New York. Pigeons.
Because this is what NFTs is about. And we can't do this shit alone. We need y'all help with it. So we're going to be filming, we're going to be taking pictures. We need y'all to just have a good time. We need y'all to eat all the food, we need y'all to drink all the drinks. But we want y'all to have a good time. Are y'all gonna be able to have a good time with us? Yeah. Let's see, I wanna test the waters. Can I get a yeah? Can I get a yeah? Yo, let's go.
This is Control. I need a unit for
The usual suspects.
what I put,